Hello everybody, my name is Thomas and today we are going to be making a Minecraft Spigot server. It's a server host that you can run on your own computer, and that allows you to play with friends, and you can also do something very special if you know how to code in Java. Minecraft is written in Java, and Spigot allows you to write code in Java that works alongside Minecraft's code in what's called a plugin, which is your own code that works with the pre-existing code of Minecraft, the game. It allows you to do pretty much whatever you want in the game. So we're going to be looking at how to start that server, and eventually how to invite your friends in there, and then also to create the plugin itself. This episode is just going to be focused on starting the server and getting your first plugin in there, which is going to be a Hello World plugin. Step one is you need to download Spigot. So go to this website right here. I got here by typing in Spigot 1.16.3, which is the download, that's the latest version of Minecraft as of October 17th, 2020, when this video is being recorded. So get to this website, and you are going to click this button, and it's going to pop up here. You get to decide where it gets downloaded to. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click that. There we go, and it's downloading. There we go. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and drag this guy to the desktop so we can see what's going on. Okay, so I've gone ahead and put it in its folder here, 1.16.3. Now, all we have to do is right-click it and click Open, and we're going to wait for it to set up all of its files. So don't be panicked if it doesn't happen right away. For me, it took about 15-20 seconds. So we've got three little directories here. We got the logs, we've got eula.txt, and server.properties. We're going to want to open eula.txt. We got to fill out the end user license agreement. Let's set that to true because we agree with their license agreement. And once we save that and we close this out, you can of course read the end user license agreement. I myself have read every single word of it. So we're going to double click this, and that should do, and then we can actually start up the server because the EULA is filled out. But there we go, the world file and the server starting up. This is the UI that they have for the server. You can see the first time it generates the world, it does take a while to prepare the world. Take a look here. We have folders for the overworld, the nether, and the end. So let's go ahead and try to connect to this server. Step one, let's go to your search bar. Now, if you're on Windows, this is going to be very easy for you. You do exactly what I do. If you're on Mac, the solution is to go to Google. This is what you do for Mac. Let's go to Google. We type in PCs for sale. And if you're on PC already, you're going to go ahead and type CMD. That is for your command prompt. Hit enter, and that brings up your little command terminal. Inside here, all we're going to type is ipconfig, and that's going to bring up a bunch of things that I am probably going to blur, but some of the stuff it doesn't actually matter if you see. For example, this one, this is the IPv4 address. This is a local address, so even if you knew this number, you wouldn't be able to access my specific computer unless you were on the same Wi-Fi as me. And this is the actual one you're going to want to use because you're running the server on the same computer that you're trying to connect to it. Right now, we're not trying to do any multiplayer support. It's just going to be for getting you on your own server. So once you get this address, that's the one we're going to be using today. That's the important one. That's the first one. Write that one down. Write this one down, okay? Second thing you need to know. Go to your file for your server. You're going to open up server.properties. It might just say server if you already have properties filed, but look for server or server.properties. Let's open that up. You have everything here. These are all your settings for your world. The one that we're looking for is server port. Right there. 25565. That is the port that you are using on your computer, or that you would connect to, and that is the that's the one we're going to be using to connect to the server. So let's write that one down too. Okay, so we've got two numbers. Write both of yours down. Now we're going to go into Minecraft. Okay, I'm going to boot up Minecraft. Let's do that. We're going to go to multiplayer. Okay, now we're going to go to, you can add your server or you can go to direct connection. I'm just going to go to direct connection. You can see I've got almost the whole thing put in. It was actually 25565. So there you go. This is mine. This is the order you want to do it in. You want to do the first one that we did, the IPv4 address. That's your local IP address. There you go. And then you're going to want the port number, the server port number. Separate these two numbers by a colon, and you click join server, and you should connect right up to the server. This is a completely brand new world, loading in for the first time. Here we are. Take a look. Very nice. If we wanted to stop the server, you type stop. Don't hit the X button because that can mess up some of your files. Definitely type stop in the chat. Press enter there. And we'll be coming back to that. But for now, let's move on to Eclipse. You're going to go ahead and find Eclipse on the web. Eclipse downloads. Okay. And go ahead and download 64-bit if you have a 64-bit operating system. Once you get that downloaded and set up, here is a blank Eclipse IDE. An IDE is an integrated development environment. This is to it's to aid you in writing code. You can write code just by getting a bunch of files and writing the exact right things in each files. But if you make a single mistake, the problem is there's nothing there to correct you, and there's nothing there to help you find the functions that you need to find in order to write the code. Because I'm going to tell you a little secret, is that programmers sometimes don't know all of the functions that they could possibly use. I'm going to show you how to go from the blank page, just in case for some reason there should be a package manager here, like a little breadcrumb thing showing up here, and you should see, some setup things, starting your first project or whatever. Also, your window is probably not going to be black. It's probably going to be white. You can change it if you want, but I'm not going to show you how to do that because that's besides what we're doing right now. So you're going to go ahead and use the keyboard shortcut Alt-Shift-Q, and that'll bring up this little thing in the bottom right. You can see it has a bunch of these things. We're going to actually want Package Explorer, and so all we have to do is press P to open that up. Here it is. Okay, so here are all of my files that are in this directory. I'm going to go ahead and right-click, and I'm going to click New, and we're going to go to Java Project. Okay, click that. Let's name the project. We're going to name the project Hello World. Okay, cool. Finish. So there's our project. Let's go ahead and open it up. We've got the system library. So this is all of the functions for Java, native to the Java language. Let's go ahead and right-click on Source and go to New and go to Package. Let's name this package Hello. Cool. Finish. Awesome. Now we have a package in here. Now, inside the package, let's put a class. We're going to go over what it means in a future video. We're going to name this Hello, but with a capital H. I like naming classes with capital letters. I'll name it Hello. And that's good. Finish. Okay, here we go. It opens up Hello. It packages it for us. That's the little syntax for packaging it. Here's the class itself. The first step, so we're going to write extends Java plugin. Except, oh no, it's red. It's red because we need to import some stuff. So let's right-click this again. We're going to go down to build path right here. We're going to go to configure build path. Okay, here's our build path. We're going to go and add external jars. Okay, which one do you think we're going to add? It's this one. That's the jar. That's the one that we originally downloaded. All we got to do is add this to our project on the build path. Open it up. There it is. Okay, we're going to click apply and close. And what you should see now is that we have an option to import Java plugin from org.bucket.plugin.java. That is great. Let's click that. Cool. Now there's an import line, and it brings in Java plugin, and there it is. No red line. Let's press Control S to save. Wonderful. Okay. Next step. I want this hello world program to run if I give a certain command. In order to do that, we have to use the built-in command function for Java plugin. Now, we have to override the original one from Java plugin to create our own. That little @override is how you do that. So we'll type that. We're going to go public boolean, and then we're going to type on command. And we're going to do some open and closed parentheses. Okay. Inside here, we're going to do command sender. Doesn't matter what you name it, but command sender. We're going to do command cmd. We're going to do string labels. We're going to do string array. Those brackets, that's an array. String bracket args. Okay, and these are all we need for our function. Let's go ahead and put some curly braces there. And we can hover over here and click import. Beautiful. Hover over here, click import. Make sure you do org.bucket.command there. There's a couple that you could import. Okay, and the reason we have an error here is because we don't have an output. This wants a Boolean output. But we'll get to that. Now, here's the fun thing about Eclipse. Say I don't want to type all of that, because that's a lot to type. Here's a little trick that you can do. If you just type, say, on command, or on command, something like that, and then you press Control and space. What? What's this? Magic. The Eclipse IDE has a built-in template menu for every possible function, every possible method that you could possibly need. So we're going to go ahead and press enter, and look at that. It does everything for us. We're actually not going to need this right now. Look at that. In 3 clicks, we had the same result as about, 10 seconds of average speed typing. 5 seconds of average speed typing. But regardless, that saved a lot of time. The final step in our adventure is we need to check. Let's check. That's an if statement. We got to check what the command is, okay? So we're going to go command, that's our command, dot get name. Ooh, okay. That's a string. Dot equals, okay? And then we're going to check if it's equal to some literal string, in this case, hello, okay? So there's our command right there, okay? If this is the case, let's put some brackets there. Now we can run our command. We're going to actually run bucket, spelled with K's, dot broadcast. You see what happened there is I typed BR, and then you know me, I'm bad at typing, so I accidentally hit the wrong key. And you lose that little menu there that shows you what you can do. To fix that, we can backspace to where we broadcast or whatever. We can go Control space again, and it brings up, the one we were looking for. Press enter. Now, all we gotta do is type the message. The message is gonna be hello world. I'm gonna make mine snazzy. You don't have to, but I am going to make mine snazzy. We're gonna make it red by going chat color dot red, which if you don't know that notation, this is an enumerated variable. Very fun stuff. Very fun stuff. We'll go over it in the Java course, definitely. Don't forget semicolon at the end of that line. I also want this to be bold. Let's make it bold as well. So we're going to go chat color dot bold. There it is. Okay, chat color dot bold, chat color dot red. We'll put an empty string in between them. Look at that. Beautiful. We still don't have an output on this. And all we need to do for that is we just type return true here. And outside of the if statement, type return false. Pretty cool. Pretty nice. And this will work. This will work just like this. So that's pretty much, I don't know why. This is here. That should not be there. Hold on. Make sure you import the right thing. See, this is not the right thing to import. We need to import org.bucket.chat color because that's what everything else is from. There we go. So now we've got all of the correct things imported. Very nice. This will work. This will work just fine for what we want it to do. We need one more thing, and then we're done. We need something called a YML file. A YML file is just a file that the server looks at to see what the parameters of the plugin are. So we're going to go to new. We're going to go all the way down to file. File name. We're going to type exactly this, plugin.yml. It has to look exactly like that. We're going to click finish. And there we are, plugin.yml. Now my Eclipse, because I've spent ungodly amounts of time in this program, does have a YML reader, but yours will probably not have this little symbol, this little Y there. Regardless, the first thing we're going to want is we're going to want a name. We're going to type name, space. And the name is Hello World. Make sure that the name is the same as the project title. Next up, main. This one is important. Main, and for that, we're going to find the exact directory path to the main method. So we're going to go hello dot hello. Now that's an important syntax. Make sure to note that syntax there. This is the package, and then this is the actual file there. Now, we can write the author down. And for this one, it is Thomas. Hello, that's me. Subscribe. And then we're going to write the version. In this case, it is 1.0. Finally, the commands. Also an important thing to have in the YML file. We're going to press enter. We're going to go 2 spaces for an indent. And then we're going to type the following, which is exactly what you want your command to be. Press enter. And take a look at that. That's your finished YML file. It's done. Press Control S to save. And here we are. Those are the 2 files. That's all you need. That's all you need. And now we've got a program that'll work. Important note here, actually, when you make this plugin.yml file, it is inside this folder and not this package. Now we got to get it into the actual game. So in order to do that, let's go ahead and right-click Hello World again, and we're going to go to Export. Click on Export. Make sure that under Java, jar file is selected. Press Next. We are going to go ahead and make this on our desktop so that we can see it. And make sure to name it exactly the same as the name of your project, which is Hello World. We're going on to the desktop. Make sure this is checked there. Looks like everything's good. We're going to press Finish. Disregard that. On the desktop, here it is. Look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Hello World.jar. Let's open up the server. Here it is. This is our freshly made server. Notice there's a folder called plugins. We're going to go ahead and drag this guy right in there. And that's it. It's pretty much installed. Now, if you're doing this and your server's running, the plugin won't install until you restart the server. So make sure you go ahead and in here and restart it if your server is running. For us, the server's not currently running right now. If we boot this up, the plugin should be active. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to double click it, and we're going to wait a little while. Here it is. Do you see that? It should say something like this, enabling Hello World v1.0. It's right there for me. It also tells you how long it takes, which is nice to have. Now that that's up, we can go ahead and connect to it again. Let's go ahead and join the server. Let's see. All right. Now, if you want to see what plugins you have installed, there's a very easy command you can do. press /PL, press enter, and you'll see plugins, and there's one of them, and that is Hello World. Let's go ahead, type /hello, because that was our original command. Let's press enter here. And there we go, folks. There we go. The plugin has worked. We have said hello to the world. What is next, you may ask? Anything is possible. Anything. Well, that was fun.